Hello everyone, welcome back to AMTV News. I'm your anchor, Topher Morrison. It is Thursday, June 6, 2013. And when you thought it was getting crazy with all these scandals out there, it just keeps on coming. Evidently, a secret court gave all of Verizon's data, and continues to do so, to the National Security Agency. Since September 11, 2001, not only has America gone top secret with over 850,000 holding a top secret clearance, over 3,200 companies and departments, public and private, in the business of counterterror, homeland security, or intelligence, but America has since built the equivalent of 3 Pentagons for it all, and spread over 10,000 locations across the U.S. But who are we fighting? That's the question. Now, in grand irony, 1984, the dystopian novel by George Orwell, was written 64 years ago today. Seemingly in honor of that anniversary, Glenn Greenwald of The Guardian obtained a secret court order from April compelling Verizon to, quote, on an ongoing daily basis through July 19th, hand over all callers' data, including the numbers of both parties on a call, location data, call duration, unique identifiers, and time and duration of all calls, revealing the jaw-dropping scale of domestic surveillance under President Barack Obama. Evidently, when he referred to the most transparency in history, he didn't mean his administration. Now, this is an obvious violation of the Fourth Amendment, since every customer of Verizon, not just those targeted by the NSA, are being spied on now. But Section 215 of the USA Patriot Act circumvented that pesky provision. If you're merely deemed, quote, relevant to a national security investigation, you're fair game in what the Pentagon has deemed the worldwide battlefield in the fight against terror, both terrestrial and virtual alike. Not only has the New York Times requested through the Freedom of Information Act the legal justification for drone-borne assassinations, especially of U.S. citizens, and was flatly denied, but the Obama administration's interpretation of its surveillance powers under that Patriot Act. And that request was met with similar success, unfortunately. There are lots of whistleblowers and investigative journalists exposing these shadowy activities, and Business Insider's Michael Kelly provides a great summation of America's burgeoning surveillance state. But what is interesting to note is how 2 Israeli companies bugged the U.S. telecommunications grid for the NSA with theater-tested technologies from Israel. Now, Israel is generally perceived as an American pseudo-client state, constantly on red alert these days as it claims to be, quote, surrounded by its enemies. You've heard it before. Could that mentality, the government's largesse, decades in the Middle East, and our overly intimate and often zealous relationship with Israel have brought back home a paranoid worldview? That rather than open cooperation and trade with all, we now see more enemies than friends. How do our actions and relationships abroad affect our freedoms at home? Capturing every corner of the alternative media, watch AMTV News Monday through Friday. Follow me on Twitter at AMTV News and like us on Facebook at Greenwave TV. Find my source material and more videos like these at AMTV Media and greenwave.com. Both are part of the AMTV network. This is AMTV, the voice of independence.